American hostages have been freed in Russia, and the person most angry about it is Donald Trump. Donald Trump repeatedly on the campaign trail said he would get these hostages freed as soon as he wins the election, before he's even in office. But you gotta vote for him to have it happen, which kind of sounded like he was helping keep them hostage to me, but whatever. He put that out, and we have a J.D. Vance response, and J.D. Vance was asked about this release, and J.D. Vance, being the terrible VP pick he is, had this to say. We certainly want these Americans to come back home. It was ridiculous that they were in prison to begin with. But we have to ask ourselves, why are they coming home? And I think it's because bad guys all over the world recognize Donald Trump's about to be back in office, so they're cleaning house. That's a good thing, and I think it's a testament to Donald Trump's strength. No, that's not what happened. Now, to be clear, I'm not just making this up about Donald Trump talking about how he'll get these hostages. The media asked about it today. The question exactly was, Trump has repeatedly said he could have gotten the hostages out without giving anything in exchange. What do you say to that? Now, mind you, they didn't mention the fact he said he would do it after he wins the election in 2024, but before he is inaugurated. And Biden did respond, and let's hear it.
What a chance this whole thing.
President Trump has said repeatedly that he could have gotten the hostages out without giving anything in exchange. What do you say to that? What do you say to President Trump now, former president?
Why didn't he do it when he was president?
Sir, what a chance.
Why didn't he do it when he was president? Now, let's just take a look after, we talk about that. We talked about the Trump response. Let's talk about the White House response here. Today, we remember all those still wrongfully detained or held hostage around the world and reaffirm our pledge to their families. We see you, we are with you, and we will never stop working to bring your loved ones home where they belong. We also have, today I stood beside the families of Paul, Evan, Alsu, and Vladimir in the Oval Office as they spoke to their loved ones for the first time since they regained freedom. These families never lost hope. Today, they'll each be reunited with the missing piece of their soul. This is something that really upsets Donald Trump. And he's actually gone on a racist tirade today, which I do plan to cover immediately following this news. And I'm not talking slight racism. I am talking birtherism to an insane degree. The deal that secured the freedom of Paul, Evan, Alsu, and Vladimir was a feat of diplomacy. All told, we've negotiated the release of 16 people from Russia, some of them whom were unjustly held for years. All have endured unimaginable suffering. Today, their agony is over. And we also have this photo here. After enduring unimaginable suffering and uncertainty, the Americans detained in Russia are free, safe, and have begun their journeys back home into the arms of their family. Now, Trump is very mad. So when are we going to release the details of the prisoner swap with Russia? How many people do we get versus them? Are we also paying them cash? Are they giving us cash? Please withdraw that question, because I'm sure the answer is no. Are we releasing murderers, killers, or thugs? Just curious, because we never make good deals at anything, but especially hostage swaps. Our negotiators are always an embarrassment to us. I got back many hostages and gave the opposing country nothing and never any cash. To do so is bad precedent for the future. That's the way it should be, or this situation will get worse and worse. They are extorting the United States of America. They're calling the trade complex. So nobody can figure out how bad it is. Remember, this is the guy that was called Russia's puppet. Angry that hostages were freed in Russia. Hostages that he was using as a political prop for his campaign. And as I said, get ready, because his response to this is to just dig deeper into the racism against Indian and black people.